everyone. I'm your host Shweta Dubey here again with Atlanta Dunia Videocast Parikrama. I am welcoming a very well-known person here in Johns Creek. Why Johns Creek? Because Johns Creek is hot and happening right now due to the election going on. If you remember, not too long ago, I was sitting here in the same studio interviewing Mr. John Bradbury. And here I am again with Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob, I welcome you to our podcast.
Thank you, Shweta.
Very welcome. Warm welcome to you, Mr. Bob. And I know you are educated. You are a science student. That impresses me a lot. So, and you are a family person. You have been connected with people in Johns Creek for such a long time. But I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Acha. Namaste and namaskar and good morning. I am Parmesh Babu Eramili. Election के दौर से हम बाब एरामिली कहा जा रहा है. नन्नु बाब एरामिली यानी election लो गुड़ा पिलुस्तुन्नारू. What I want to tell you is, once upon a time, to set up a little context, once upon a time I was the president of Sai Temple, जहाँ every Thursday हम 500-600 लोग से बात करते थे. And there I used to tell them, one of the things I used to tell them, emphasize this, हम जितने भी हो जाए, जितने भी बड़े बुजुर्ग हो जाए, हमारे बच्चे जितने भी बड़े बुजुर्ग हो जाए, हम हमेशा भारत ही कहला जाएंगे. मतलब we'll always be referred as Asian Americans और Asian Indians और Indian Americans. तो ये जो heritage है हमारा, ये हमारे साथ ही चलेगा. उसको so net result is I'm so proud of that heritage, क्योंकि जो है हम आज है तो हमारे पूर्वजों ने हमको बनाया इस मकाम पे आने के लिए. So what I would like to say is, originally, though I've been born in Hyderabad, or rather I belong to Hyderabad, in erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, a place called Vijayawada I was born. First 17 years of my life I was in Hyderabad. The next 2 decades I was serving Indian Air Force. So when I was in the Indian Air Force, I was, of course, all my friends are from small villages in the borders of India. State-wise, I was in Punjab, a little bit in Kashmir, most of the time UP, Gujarat, Assam, and occasionally West Bengal, then a fair amount of time in Chennai, then also in Hyderabad. So that makes me more of a North Indian by domicile. So it is very strange. I'm not. ये अलग fact है कि जब when I moved to Atlanta 20 years ago, that's the time I actually sharpened my Telugu, because I started interacting with a lot of my people from my state, Andhra Pradesh. But otherwise हमको हिंदी इतनी आसान से आ जाती है कि मैं और मेरे भाई जो है, एक ही भाई है मेरा, वो IAS ऑफिसर है. वो last month तक he was working with as an additional secretary in the राष्ट्रपति भवन with the president. और हमारे माता पिता जो है, both of them are government servants. मतलब both of them retired as secretaries. तो हमारा ये था कि हम कुछ भी बनेंगे मगर गवर्नमेंट नौकरी नहीं करेंगे. But both of us ended up as becoming IAF and my brother became IAS. तो ये बात है. और हमारे निजी जीवन में I was married to Shamla Eromili. She's a doctor practicing here for last 20 years. हमारी शादी हुए 33 years हो गए और हमारा एक लड़का है 31 years का है. He's an attorney having his own practice.
Very nice.
और अटलांटा में हमने 7 मकान बदले हैं. काफी घाट के पानी पिए हैं इधर. But right now we are settled in Johns Creek. Hopefully we'll not move anymore. But that's where I come from, and that's where my heritage is. That's in brief my personal life.
Oh my goodness. I'm no doubt to say that you are most traveled, most intelligent, and most all over the place kind of person I'm interviewing. I hear you were in force, so salute to you for your services. And now your home is in Johns Creek, and of course you are in election from Johns Creek. So it's very important that you have made your home in Johns Creek, and who knows better Johns Creek than you. So we want to know more about you. Can you please, just, I hear a lot of things and I am like blown away. You are such an experienced person, and I'm sure, your experience is going to be useful in coming days in future. But can you please tell us briefly about your roots, about your earnings?
Yeah, sure. I also want to briefly mention to you. See, एक तो है जब हम when I wear a flag on my shoulder, automatically loyalty चीज जो है आ जाती है हम 25 साल से हमने इस वतन का नमक खाया है. So that's why I have started serving in US Air Force Auxiliary called CAP. There I'm a second lieutenant. ये हमको जरूर बताना है क्योंकि हम हमारी this is our adopted country. ये जो है हमें इतनी अच्छी लाइफस्टाइल दे रही है, इसके लिए हम नमन करते हैं. और जो आपने बात करी, can you just repeat the question, the last sentence I missed?
I just want to know, I know you have a lot of experience and you have traveled all over the place. You're multilingual. And I just want to know a little bit roots now that you are running for election, a position. So I just want to know a little bit about your roots in India.
Oh, wonderful. While I was in India, I was finishing my 12th grade and then I joined Nizam College in Hyderabad for 1 year. Then I was selected for National Defense Academy. National Defense Academy is a tri-services academy where Army, Navy, Air Force people come, and we get common, mostly Army-oriented training. And then thereafter, 1 year later, we start specializing. Since I was chosen a career to be a pilot, I was sent to Hyderabad Academy, Air Force Academy. There we trained for about a year, and then we slowly start moving up. There are three options there. You can either fly a helicopter, or a big transport plane which takes men and material, or you take offensive platforms like fighter planes. So I was chosen for the fighter combat planes. तो जो हमने फ्लाई किया था उधर एक जहाज का नाम है जैगवार. The Jaguar was based in Uttar Pradesh, Ambala, Jamnagar, and उसके सिलसिले में हमने काफी घुमा है. So but that I finished during that phase. आपने एक पिक्चर देखा होगा टॉम क्रूज का टॉप गन का. While serving in Jaguars, I also was selected for the Top Gun course. And after that, then they made me an instructor to teach people who are just becoming pilots. उनको instructor pilots बोलते हैं. तो वो रहा हमारा सफर एयर फोर्स में. 14 साल के बाद से हमने I thought that's the time I thought I needed to move on because my flying career was coming to an end. And an interesting fact is the guy who was my roommate in Air Force is now the current air chief.
Wow, very nice.
So
Impressive.
Yeah. So when I go to Delhi, I sometimes run into him. But
yeah, people say that you are who you are and you are what you have learned, what you have been through. And I see you as a very strong personality, and I think you'll be utilizing all your experience, all your knowledges in upcoming future for the city that you are running election for. But Mr. Bob, will you how will you getting elected helps Johns Creek, especially for Indian community?
Nice question. Can I tell you how Air Force helped me, prepared me for this position?
Absolutely.
Okay, one day, I was walking, I was driving by the road, I was driving my motorcycle, and there was a person who was not an officer who was going opposite direction. He was supposed to salute me. He kind of ignored. And I was in a rush because when I was ready to be flying, and my student was already strapped up, sitting in the aeroplane, and I was supposed to go quickly and take off with it. So I did not kind of chastise that man who didn't salute me. So therefore, I was kind of you happen like you're in a hurry, you don't want to do this, you don't want to miss the flight. But that was the wrong priority which I set. My boss was standing on the second floor. He saw me and he just told me, forget about flying, come to my office. उन्होंने ये कहा, listen, I'm going to be here in this seat for another 2 years, probably in the service for another 15 years. but you will be promoted and you will start occupying big positions. And if you think by excusing that airman's incorrect behavior, you have done something very, very egregious, because he is not saluting you, he's saluting the Rashtra Patak, which is there on your cap. He's disrespecting the President of India and the Constitution of India. आप समझते हैं कि दिन दहाड़े कुछ हो नहीं रहा, अगर जब हो रहा है, बम गिर रहे हैं, if you ask him to come and repair your plane, do you think he will listen to you at that time when he's not listening to you, when there's nothing is happening, with आराम से जा रहा है रोड पे? So that was a very, very a lesson which I could not forget. वो आदमी हमको गुस्सा नहीं, डांटा नहीं, मगर वो हमारे जहन में रह गया कि if you find a hole, you have to fix it, or in future you will fall in it. That was his message. So based on that, that was the thing which always is working in the back of my mind. And I'll tell you as we go through the interview where all it helped me. So you're talking about precisely Indians and Asians in particular. Here is recently there was some hurtful signs put up in coming. उसमें क्या था? Some Indian community wanted to build a temple. Some people took offense to that and they put a sign which was very offensive. The point is, Indian people in that community were a little afraid. They were telling each other, don't go out alone, don't be wary of who you are around with and all. That was such a wrong precedence which set. What it does is setting up one community against the other. Not all white people are like that. हम 21 साल से जॉर्जिया में हैं. I've never faced prejudice. Now this guy has succeeded in breaking that. This man, whoever's done that, put that hurtful sign, has done an incredibly wrong thing by pitting Indians against local communities. Indians are a very loving, tax-paying, docile people, but therefore there seems to be a tendency for some people to take advantage of us. And when I say Indians loosely, it's not just Hindus, Muslims, Christians, or Pakistanis, or Bangladesh. We all look alike. हम सबको खतरा है. Because if people think that we belong to one community and they start displaying aggressive behavior, उसको क्या समझाएं हम ये नहीं है, हम वो नहीं है, but लगते तो वही हैं हम सब. So that's where I felt I kind of strongly condemned it. And I also warned people, we should not judge the actions of few and transpose it to actions of many. So Indians in particular, if you remember 5 to 6 years back, we Indians were targeted by criminals for the jewelry in our houses. See, whether we are Chinese or Koreans, or we all are very hardworking people. We do have nice jewelry, and people are, that time, at least 5-6 years ago, they were targeting Indians in particular. Now that is something, if we were to draw attention to it, काफी दिन तक चला था ये. This is about 2-3 months it went on, till finally they caught up with the Venezuelan gang, and they were moving between places. I believe if I was me or somebody who kind of identified with the losses, it was good that nothing bad or untoward happened during these home invasions for the jewelry. हो सकता था. So that is when we should act ahead. And suppose if we were on city council, we would have definitely drawn a lot of attention to the problem at hand, because it was affecting one particular community. Correct? The same way, we are now drawing a lot of attention to cricket in John Street. There is a plan to build some stadiums. This is something very good for Indian community. But I also want to say, if you ask me specifically about Indian community, I'm telling you about this. But as a representative for Johns Creek, I would love for us to be part of the mainstream. Mainstream means where we are doing allocating resources for everyone. अगर जिस ग्राउंड में हम क्रिकेट खेलते हैं उसी ग्राउंड में हम बेसबॉल भी खेल सकते हैं, correct? If you're playing soccer in one side, we can also play American football there. So when we're doing things like that, we are sharing the resource, you're utilizing the resource for a longer period. More people are utilizing it, and you build the community that way. जो सॉकर देखने आया वो अमेरिकन फुटबॉल देखेगा, जो क्रिकेट देखने आया वो बेसबॉल देखेगा, and vice versa. Lot of American people would also see how cricket is played, how much energy, how much fever is there when a match is going on. So it's good way to build community. So when we share resources, and I believe that my presence on the city council will not only increase the footprint of minorities there, but it also encourages the other communities to learn about who are their neighbors.
Very nice, Mr. Bob. Nicely said. I'm very happy to hear, because in India, for Indian people, cricket is a religion, and we connect through cricket. We
Yes.
connect through sports, and here in US is the same. We connect through sports. We connect through community, and being Indian, our community is of course large and supportive to each other. So what I hear you saying, you're running for Johns Creek City Council, post 3. I hear you saying you want safety, you want coming together, community gathering together and joining hands together. But Mr. Bob, it's very important that we know that where can we expect you to make most difference in city council position?
Yeah. Nice question, Shweta. Let's go back a little bit to what's happening around us. About 2 weeks ago, North Atlanta mayors came together in Johns Creek. I caught up with one of the mayors and asked him, how is the morale in the police force and how is law and order situation? And he said, law and order situation is good, morale is okay. But here's what is happening because of the recent deterioration in the police morale in Atlanta. They lost about 400 officers. What is the consequence of that? He says even the homeless people inside the perimeter are migrating outside because of the number of shootings which are taking place in Atlanta, so especially in Buckhead. So, and now Roswell, Sandy Springs, Johns Creek are neighbors. If lawless people, here is what I feel. One of the analogies I give is, if the police is strong, the criminal is weak. If the criminal is strong, the police is weak. We should not allow our police people to be weakened or perceived to be weak. Some exigence, there are all kinds of people in every force, every part of an organization. Similarly, if there is a wrong police officer, we should take individual action. If there is a group of police officers who are not behaving, we should take action and train them accordingly. And I want to tell you a small analogy. हमारे घर में एक खिड़की से हवा आ रहा है, एयर कंडीशनिंग बाहर जा रहा है, तो फर्ज करें वो खिड़की खराब है या दूसरा और भी खराब है, 3-4 और खराब है, तो वी कैन एक्चुअली रिप्लेस द 3-4 विंडोज. हम घर नहीं तोड़ देते. यही मसला है. हम यही बताना चाहते हैं कि देखो, गलत लोग हर जगह हैं, पुलिस में भी हैं, बाहर भी है, अंदर भी है, घर पे भी है. लेट्स surgically address that issue, not build this police force. We know, and I think we are fairly open about it. Back in wherever we come from, especially we are talking about India, हमको ज्यादा वहां पुलिस पे भरोसा थोड़ा कम है. हम unless very very essential हम उनके पास जाते नहीं हैं. It's the other way around here. यहाँ तो ये लोग हमारे साथ आके खेलते हैं, हमारे त्योहार में पार्ट लेते हैं. So they have got great relationship, and if the police has to be effective, we have to have this handshake. The community should trust it, and the police should be effective. If either of them is weak, then we as a community will start suffering. Faras karo. It is very simple. Every person here is reasonably intelligent. So is the police. आप अगर पुलिस को हर बात में उनको गरम गरम कोयले पे जला रहे हैं उनको, So those guys have a mortgage, they have families, they have needs, they have जरूरतें हैं उनके भी. So all they have to do is, अगर आप 911 के लिए फोन करेंगे वो 10 मिनट बाद आए ताकि किसी को शूट करना पाए, किसी को टेज नहीं कर पाए, किसी से he doesn't have an encounter with the criminal, just take a report and वापस चला जाएगा, वो अपना काम कर रहा है. वरना नुकसान तो हमारा हुआ. That is the reason why this handshake is very important. Community should be engaged, police should be effective, and they should have good communication between them. So that is why public safety is so critical. Everything
Rightly
else we
said.
talk about, everything else we
Rightly
talk
said.
about in Johns Creek is secondary.
Perfect. Very nice. It's music to my ears listening to you that you are working towards such a large target. And it's very important. You know, police, I know handful police officers personally, and they're well trained. They're here for our safety. They do put their life at risk. So we should think that way too, that they are doing their job and they're best at it too. So what you said, I see you've been in force, so I see that discipline in your talk also, and I'm very impressed. And I'm sure Johns Creek people, the community, will feel safer with you. But moving on to the next, a very large problem. Population is pretty big, and considering the traffic issues, especially we hear a lot about traffic congestions between 485 along with State Bridge and Pleasant Hill. What Mr. Bob is thinking to bring on the table for us, how would you like to deal with it?
Wonderful question. I live on State Bridge. मेरे घर के सामने लाइट 3 मिनट तक रेड रहता है. काफी तकलीफ होती है, but the traffic needs to go on State Bridge. हम लोग जो है सब डिवीजन वाले रुक भी सकते हैं. But my point here is, there are people whom we need to talk. State Bridge Road 141 are also part of Georgia DOT system. So we have to interact with so many people. Georgia DOT. We have to talk with Gwinnett people. We have to Gwinnett or Duluth on the eastern side. On the western side, we have to talk with Alpharetta. On the northern side, we have to talk with Cumming folks. I will tell you how about 7-8 years ago, McGuinness Ferry was a 2-lane highway. Now today it's a 4-lane highway. And when I go to subdivisions like Riverwalk, Jaden Woods and all that, वो बोलते हैं ट्रैफिक इतनी तेज चलती है, हमें एक लाइट जला दो, लाइट लगवा दो, बत्ती लगा. मतलब from slow moving it has become fast moving, but it took a lot of handshake between the communities. The Cumming people were very proactive. That is Forsyth County. Alpharetta people, now the next phase is Alpharetta, Forsyth, and Fulton County and Johns Creek are now combining on top end. एक जगह है, McGuinness Ferry becomes 2-lane road. मतलब one for either side. So that is becoming a bottleneck. So people are now rushing through the city and they are encountering delays. And that also falls off into State Bridge Road and 141. So now these guys are talking about putting a $34 million. Johns Creek is putting about $7 million. Alpharetta will put another $7 million. Fulton and County will pick up the rest of the tab. Then what happens is all the traffic coming from Cumming will go straight to 400. Thodi asani se. So that is the idea. So my point is, coming back to State Bridge and 141. On 141 State Bridge intersection, that is the peak. That is the, how do I say, that is the almost center of traffic congestion in our city. Recently, Johns Creek spent about $2.5 million restriping that place. According to me, who's living on that, right now this place is moving a little fast. But my point is, that is also a COVID factor is interwoven in this. A lot of people are working from home now. The traffic has come down. So this may not be exactly, the reward which we are seeing may not be entirely justified. When the full traffic comes on stream, I think we should see certain deterioration. We are also talking to Alpharetta. Alpharetta, if you come from 400 in the evening till you hit State Bridge, Kimball Bridge, the traffic is jam-packed there almost, it's like a parking lot there. I don't know whether you're familiar with that road. But moment they come into Johns Creek, it starts moving. Because there are a lot of subdivisions on the left and right, there are a lot of turn lanes, there's a lot of, some places it is almost 3 lanes from State Bridge to Gwinnett. So things are moving. If that corridor moves fast, see from State Bridge to Gwinnett, there is a lot of vacuum that pulls a lot of traffic. So therefore, hopefully we will, Alpharetta will also have this handshake with us. In some parts with Alpharetta, we were having a bottleneck in Hainesbridge Road, and which connects Alpharetta and Johns Creek. But otherwise, I think it's a very valid thing. I am aware of this situation. When I go on the city council, I have this habit of reaching out to people, talking to various my counterparts. Comes to me again. I used to be the president of Sai Baba Temple. हम लोग जब किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के हेड हो जाते हैं, हम समझते हैं दुनिया में और कोई नहीं. पर जब when I was the president there, हम हर त्योहार पे बाकी सब temples को हम बुलाते थे. मतलब if there was something related to that temple. अगर दशहरा हुआ, दशहरा तो हर जगह होता है, तो उस टाइम पे बुलाना कोई it's not possible. But जब हमारा होता है फाउंडेशन डे होता है या गुरु पूर्णिमा दिन, where Sai Baba temple people celebrate with lot more gusto, I used to reach out to other temples ताकि they come see. हम सब different 800 number मिला रहे हैं, मगर जाना तो एक ही जगह है वो. So my point is same day, whether we are from Cumming, Forsyth, Alpharetta, Roswell, anything. Our idea is to make sure people who live within our city confines do not have these headaches of slow traffic.
So, Mr. Bob, public की बात हो रही है, community की बात हो रही है, safety की बात हो रही है, merging hands together की बात हो रही है. So it's very obvious for me to ask you the next question, which is how much public input should be there in the decision-making process for the city, such a big city like a Johns Creek?
आपने शेक्सपियर सुना है, to be or not to be Hamlet?
Yeah.
To have public input or not have is not a question. We will have public input, but public input side time पे आना है. When you're starting the process of decision making or consensus building, that's the time we need the public input. और Johns Creek has been doing very good job in the sense वो अपने website पे लगाते हैं, they keep sending text, they keep sending messages every time there is a concert या Newtown Park में या कहीं हो, जाके वहाँ announce करते हैं, please give your input to town center या इसके बारे में या उसके बारे में, we are all looking for this करके, and they are very actively engaging the community and they get a lot of response back too. आपको हैरान होगी कि 92% of Johns Creek is high school pass and 66% is undergrad. Very, very high. Almost 28% have got professional or master's degree. So they respond. कहने का मतलब ये है, they have the education and the understanding that their input is very critical. But my point, what I'm trying to say is that process should not paralyze the rest of the process. मतलब यहाँ रुक नहीं जाना गाड़ी. Once we take the public input, now we move on. Projects typically take कुछ अरसे लगेंगे, 3, 4, 5 साल लगेंगे. But we cannot keep on repeatedly taking public inputs, because that is like then hitting a moving target. Unless you are talking about 10 to 15 years where things substantially change. Within 5 years, I think one-time public input should be good. Exhaustive public input is needed. But that should not be a reason for, the reason I'm इसलिए कह रहे हैं क्योंकि पिछले में they used to take a couple of inputs which actually stalled the process. That's where I come from. Public input has a place, time, and it's very, very valuable.
So what I hear you saying is that previously what inputs you have received, you're going to use this and you're going to keep that in mind and you're going to use more and more. And as time comes, you will have more and more input, and it is very important for you. It's very nice. That's what public wants to hear. That's what we Indian community wants to hear, that our voice matters. We have opinion. Not always we all have a good opinions, but we do have opinion, and how we can make things better. It's always important to include that public opinion. But talking
छोटी
about,
बात कहें हम, एक छोटी बात कहें हम.
जी
You know,
बिल्कुल.
in all my interactions with public, you're absolutely right. You know, there's 5% of the people who are kind of, they hold very radical opinions, very, very different from mainstream opinions. But I notice at least, and then there are about another 20 people who are, you know, they hold on to their beliefs. But vast majority of the people are very sensitive, sahi kehte hain, and they seem to be on target. It's nobody has coached them or anything, but it seems to be instinctively they gravitate towards the middle of the bell curve.
Yeah, and it's a process. It's a process. It will take time to implement it, and it's a process. And we all are waiting for that process, and we are part of that process, which is fine. But my next question to you is very important, and I'm eager to hear what you have to say. That we're talking about global. You know, we are talking about everything, bigger picture. You know, so my question to you is: should our new town center be environmentally friendly? If so, how you are taking action for it?
And a wonderful question. See, environment plays a very key role in our day-to-day life. You see, when I was in Rajasthan, we used to get these sandstorms. The sandstorms are so invasive. कान के पीछे भी used to find rain. पता नहीं पीछे कैसे आ रहा है, पर हर कोने में घुसता है वो sand. The point is that means environment dictates the way we live. And we do have to take care of environment. We do have to have solutions which are timely, and which the solution shouldn't be worse than the malady. So the point is, therefore, since a lot of people will be coming there, we want to have a lot of messaging across, saying that please do not waste, reduce, reuse, recycle. ये तीन चीज का हम हमेशा पब्लिक मैसेजिंग में ध्यान रखेंगे. नेक्स्ट थिंग इज, आजकल जो है कोड एनफोर्समेंट में, कोड द वे कोड इज बीइंग रिटन, बिल्डिंग कोड्स, इज अ लॉट ऑफ energy efficient materials are being insisted upon, roofing wise and all that. As far as power generation is considered, we can have some bits which can run, like solar lighting can be here, so that the parks, the trails and all that are lit by solar lamps. At this point, they are being actively considered. I'm also looking at suggesting electric scooters which have got some speed limits, ताकि लोग can move freely and will not use, and they'll be electric battery driven. So these are few things which we can always look at it. And I think messaging is so critical हमारे पास, क्योंकि our public is so receiving this entire thing. When we suggested something in one town hall meet and greet, that HOI almost adopted it. They were having some issues with the water, stormwater issues. So when I suggested something, these guys are so responsive, they immediately start implementing it. So that means they called for an HO meeting. They said, hey, we can do this. This what happens. I suggested some method which we use in India. आपको बारिश से ये तकलीफ हो रही है, so why don't you capture the rainwater and then you can use it to water your lawns? So when I suggested something like that, they were so receptive. So I'm sure there are a lot of building materials which we are mostly interested in. There's a lot of trees there which will be planted there. As it is, as in Fulton County, if you take out a tree, you have to plant a tree, especially during construction. So we are on track, and I think most of our buildings will be energy efficient.
Perfect. For our public, for our community, it's very important to know that you are thinking overall. Johns Creek City is a beautiful city to be, but and I see it's neat, it's clean, you know, it always makes me happy, very colorful, all the plants and all the landscaping is beautiful already, and I'm only thinking that it's going to get any better. But I have a very interesting question that I must ask. You know, you're running election here. How it's different from India to here? what difference, main difference do you feel? बस 2 लाइन में कुछ हो जाए.
जरूर. Even in India, the concept of local government is very popular. हमारे पास सरपंच, जिला परिषद वगैरह होता है इंडिया में. यह same thing happens here. Fulton County commissioners होते हैं, and then you have city council. City is where we are looking. There they call it village level government. Here we call it city level government. And population wise, their villages are as big as our cities here. So therefore, the way it works is federal government underneath is the state government. State government is this further divided into county government. County, in conjunction with the state, gives some authority to the cities.
No, but I meant to ask you the experience, because India में तो बहुत rigorous और बहुत ही different तरह का माहौल होता है.
किस चीज में?
Election का जो
election के मामले में.
yeah, जो atmosphere होता है वो it's very different in India. So what
Yes.
main difference do you feel?
I do agree. I think it's a very nice question. One of the reason people ask me, क्यों खड़े हो यहाँ? I said, last issue of Johns Creek Herald में, they were talking about the number 1 and number 2 guys in Johns Creek High School. Both kids were Indians. Then in Chattahoochee High School, number 1, number 2, both kids were Chinese. My point is, when I'm running here, I want them to know, these smart kids to know, that you can be a professional, but you still can be a public servant. You can still contribute to public policy. और रही माहौल की बात, here also बहुत जबरदस्त excitement होता है लोगों में, and people are very and there's a lot of thought behind it. People, when I give them a flyer, they ask me a number of questions. Nowadays almost all my afternoons go in knocking doors. So when I'm knocking doors, people open up, and firstly they're very courteous, they're very thankful, and they say thank you for your service, for stepping up to serve the population in Jhansi. उसके बाद लगातार 3-4 क्वेश्चन पूछते. The only good part here, which I find probably lacking, there's no violence here. हमारे elections are often marred by elections, and there's no physical threats, physical injuries, but तीर बाण यहाँ भी चलते हैं.
जबानी तीर बाण. और अच्छी बात है, हम उन एस्पेक्ट्स को दूर ही रखें. उसी में हम दिल से लड़ेंगे, हम दिल से अपनी बात कहेंगे और वो जनता तक पहुंचेगी. लेकिन मिस्टर बॉब,
can I also just one message? And I also want a lot of our youngsters to think that this is a very constructive process. It is not just the American industry which made this country great, or the science. It's also the politicians who allowed this thing to happen, who had the vision to develop a system and infrastructure where this could give full-blown encouragement. So
very nice.
I always advise people to please get yourself active in the communities. Start with your HOAs. Get your children involved in that. They are part of this. They owe it to the society around. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, absolutely. हम चाहते हैं कि जनता तक आपकी बात पहुंचे, लेकिन समय की सीमा है. हर चीज को समय पे शुरू करना है, समय पे खत्म करना है. So let's wrap it up. But one more last question for you. That I hear you are disciplined, you are educated, and you are a very family person, family-oriented person. You come from Force, where there's a lot of experience, a lot of learning, and you're going to use this all towards your next job, possible job. Let me ask you this. How are you best suited for this job? Why do you think you are the best suit for this job? What do you bring to the table of Johns Creek City?
It's wonderful. One of the things which we learn when you're flying these supersonic jets is, if you're not focused, the plane will take you for a ride. Not you will be riding it, the plane will take you for a ride. So that's very important. There's a singular focus on the mission, because you need to come back alive. Next thing is, you need to be ready for tomorrow. Matlab, whatever is required for tomorrow, you get ready today, rather than be caught flat-footed tomorrow. So those are a couple of things which the next thing is, I can't control weather. I can't control heat, dust, all the various other environments. So I learn to adapt. The flying in West Bengal is not the same as Rajasthan or Punjab, especially in winter months. So point is, I learned to adapt. That's the reason, that what helped me when I came to this country. You have to put food on the table. I can't fly here because I was not a citizen. तो हमने सॉफ्टवेयर में चले गए. सॉफ्टवेयर में जाने के लिए हमारी कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं थी. बट जब आदमी भूखा होता है, हर कुछ करना चाहता है. So then there was some nice person who held my hand. He taught me a lot of software. I had a nice career for about 10 years in software. I retired from Oracle when my wife bought her second clinic. Uske baad, for last 16 years, I learned to live within a budget. हमेशा ये होता है कि government people cannot live within their budget and they just don't, कदर नहीं होती है कि देश का जनता का पैसा है, कोई नहीं, आज नहीं तो कल खर्च करेंगे, ज्यादा इसकी कोई पाबंदी नहीं है. But that thing is not there. We have to balance budgets here in Georgia cities. So it helps me. For me, living within means, living within budget, expecting the unexpected, anticipate surprises is some training which I inherited by virtue of working. And by the way, my boss is impressed with me. Do you want to meet my boss, my wife?
Absolutely. I was going to say that, Johns Creek public will definitely support you, but what about the support at house? Let's bring the support in the house.
Yeah, the support caster. And then yeah, this is Shamla.
Very nice, very nice.
Namaste.
Hello, Shamla ji. Kaise hain aap?
Very good. Nice
Very
to meet
nice.
you.
Same here. Pleasure is mine. And I was just talking to Mr. Bob, how good of a person he is. And I'm sure he is going to be a very good candidate for Johns Creek City. But without your support, I don't think it's possible. What do you say, Mr. Bob?
Yes, absolutely. It's a teamwork. It's a teamwork. The team starts from home. The spouse and the children together. And I know he's very passionate about what he's doing. So we give full support, including my son. And we wish him all the best.
Very nice. With that, Mr. Bob, I can continue this interview for another hour or 2 or 5 days. But as I mentioned, समय की सीमा होती है. So it was such a pleasure to talk to you. And, bringing your voice to public, bringing your voice to community, that is our mission. This is our motto. And Atlanta Dunia team, wish you all the best and let the best win. And if you want to add something before we end, please go ahead.
Sure. जनता से हम यही कहना चाहते हैं कि हमारा नाम परमेश बाबू एरामिली है, but it is too long. तो हमने बैलेट पे सिर्फ बाब एरामिली लिखा है. So please don't get confused. Bob Eramili is my name, and same thing I can't say in my native mother tongue, Telugu. Na peru Paramesh Babu Eramili andi. Na kani andulo na voter dantlo pattadu kabatti nenu Bob Eramili ani raskuntunna. Meeru confuse avakandi. Please voting booth ki vellinappudu Bob Eramili ki check cheyandi.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Mr. Bob. Thank you, Shamla ji, for being here. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye.
So nice.